part of the tier list, we will be going over the primary weapons. Due to how many weapons there are for each weapon category, the ones that are really basic, we'll be skipping over them. At the end, I'll show pictures of the builds I use for some of my favorites. Let's start this off with... It's honestly really good. It shoots out like a radiation wave. It's a shotgun. Not great. Probably one of the better weapons if you get the Tenet. The Astilla is like a burst rifle. Not really that interesting. AK-52 is actually really cool. Whenever you're hip firing, it uses less ammo, but it does higher critical chance on headshot, so it's great with primary equity. Next up is the Bore. It's just a really high magazine, fast fire rate shotgun. Not bad. Its Incarnon does make it better. Boltor sucks.
Operator,
Horrible.
Ordis wonders,
Worst weapon I've used
what
in
are
a
you
while.
thinking about?
It's a really slow firing assault rifle. Baton isn't bad, but mainly as a new player weapon. The Burston, the regular version, kinda not great. The Burston Prime with its Incarnon shreds. This is one of the weapons I will be showing a build for, absolutely. It was my third Incarnon. Corinth, really fast shotgun, reloads really fast, you know? And I did not know this, but it does release explosion when using its alt fire. Kind of interesting. Then Dexiabaris, or most of them, it's a burst weapon, I believe. It's just a standard rifle, not great, but is up there on decent. Up, we have the Dragoon. Honestly, kind of fun just because the ricocheting bullets is not great, but it's a really fun weapon to try out. The Dread is really annoying to get, depending on how lucky you are with Stalker. It's in Carnon, haven't tried it out yet, but it seems really interesting. And it is really high crit, so I would recommend. The Evensong, I don't really know what its passive does with Jade's weapons. All I know is that it increases multi-shot for your allies' weapons, and it has decent crit, higher crit multiplier, but less crit chance than Dread. Flux Rifle, really nice, because it's just a laser. It's not a chain laser, which makes it a bit worse than most other laser weapons, but it's not bad since it does slash, so you could run viral slash on it. Galaxian is just a cold laser. Also, the Tenet version does chain, but the regular version does not. So if someone says that the Galaxian chains, remember, he's talking about the Tenet version. Gorgon, it's really just not great. I know it has an Incarnon, it's just regular version kinda sucks in my opinion. The Grakata, really fun, but you lose ammo way too fast. And it's not great, but it can be used. I prefer the twin Grakatas. The Heck is just a standard shotgun with 4 rounds. I believe the Kuva version lets you shoot out every round you have in a burst, which is really good. Next, the Hind. The Hind is just a burst rifle, both 5 bursts, and it's not great. The Imperator arc gun, not great, not bad. honestly can't say much because you can't use it all the time. The Karak, basic assault rifle, again, not great. We have a Sobek, fast-firing weapon with insane crit chance and status chance, really nice to get your hands on. Regular Sobek, also really nice to have. The Latron, or the Latron Prime, my first ever Incarnon weapons, my favorite. I love these things. I will definitely be sharing a build for these guys. S tier no matter what, the Latron. The Mausolon, better than the Imperator, slower fire rate, explosions. We already went over the Breton. The Paris, kind of sucks. The Strun, kind of, but not really good. The Cernos line, really fun, because so the Mutila Cernos does innate toxin, but the Proboscis Cernos does innate viral. Nagantaka, crossbow that does way too much slash status. Nadaruk, it's a storyline bow you get from New War. Really great for new her players who get to that point, and honestly, really good if you can time the perfect shots. Now we have the Penta grenade launcher. It's not the best, but it throws out these little mines that if enemies get close to explode, I believe, where you can use your alt fire and they explode manually. Next up, we have the Fenmore. It's one of the most overpopulated weapon. It's really good because of its Incarnon form. I personally don't like it. I prefer the Fel Arcs, which I haven't used before, but based off what it seems like, I'd prefer it. Prisma Lens, or just a lens, really fun bow. Whenever you shoot it, it makes an ice bomb area, and then it explodes after like 1 or 2 seconds. Proboscis Cernos, we already went over. Really good bow. It also groups all enemies in an area. The Purgador has really good damage, is technically a grenade launcher, even though it can. It's a weird one. Whenever you kill enemies, it makes them turn to a gas cloud that damages all other enemies near it. The Rata is really fun. If you shoot it, each pellet, so for each multi-shot shot, you can get extra critical combo points. And if you're using it with Calervo, which is also one of my favorite Warframes, it increases how long you have your combo duration. The Scourge does corrosive, and it lets you throw it down to armor strip, which is really convenient sometimes. We have the Shadoo. You get it after the New War, I believe. So it has infinite ammo because it recharges by itself. Wherever you shoot, explodes in a small area of effect. Does a little explosion around you whenever you use all 7 bullets. Not bad, but there's better. The Sirocco, really great. Probably one of the better amps in the game. Sobek, Soma, F tier. Sorry, it's just not great. I find it just to be any other assault rifle, but worse. The Tetra, all I know is that it's a regular assault rifle just with electricity, I believe. Tigris, basic shotgun. It fires 2 bolts. So when you first click it, you have to release it for the second bolt, which I love weapons like this. Torrid, another really popular weapon because of its Incarnon. So it's basically just you shoot a bullet, it turns into a gas cloud. It's a sticky grenade launcher. is Incarnon turns into a chain beam weapon. The Fenmore's a minigun when it becomes Incarnon. The Tremna explodes wherever you shoot, and if you defeat like 3 or 4 enemies, it lets you shoot out a grenade that explodes into more grenades. Really cool. And then the Vectis, basic sniper, Volkor, basic sniper, Czar. So there's 2 forms for it. Alt fire lets you switch. The first form is you shoot out a cannonball that explodes and then turns into small pellets, or you can turn it into just a shotgun like Barrage. Zenith is a semi-auto or an automatic. You can change between them with your alt fire. The Zog, fast firing crossbow with really good crit statuses. Toncore grenade launcher, not great. Kona Synapse, really good if you can get a good headshot build. Like, this is endgame though, or you have to unlock Liches specifically. Sporethix is actually really good. So it shoots out barbs and those explode after a little bit. Basilisk is a shotgun, kind of like the Archiplasmor, but in my opinion better. So your alt fire releases maggots. Those maggots constantly deal damage to your enemies, giving them status. Kushakor, basically a sniper, really great to get your hands on. Next up is the Grappler. It's another explosion-related arc gun. Kinda think it kinda sucks compared to other arc guns I own. Give a Cortac. So whenever you're not aiming, it's an automatic, but you can automatically but when you're aiming, it becomes a burst weapon. But if you want it to be automatic while you're aiming, you just hold down the trigger, then aim. The Cernos we already went over. Next up is Prisma Dual Decrons. These are another arc gun, but so it's basically just dual SMGs. They're really fun and really good. Then, last but not least, basic sniper number 900. Not great, not bad. Going to be working with a weapon buffing frame, and I also recently got Frost. This is my Frost build. For anyone wondering. Well, thank you all for staying this long. Hope you enjoy the rest of your days, and this is the end of this torturely long primary video. Hope you all enjoyed, and hang high, Tenno. Now I will be showing you builds for these. I'll start off with my Latron. I put it so whenever you do puncture, you get multi-shot, increase magazine, and then so since I'm running Frost, I'll be doing this one, but this one just for the armor strip whether or not. And of course, here's the main build for the Latron. I don't have any beginner-friendly builds, but also you get Incarnons kind of late down the line, and it's really easy to get Steel Path now. Next is the Burstin. This is my build for it. I love this gun. I have extra multi-shot. I usually don't reach the final magazine. Increase capacity, since that's always great. Then just increase the crit chance. Then there's Fenmore. It's not great. So I have this one. I believe this one's also not as good, but they're both decent. Then this is my headshot crit build. For the non-headshot, you'd build it like this. No, non-headshot, you'd put Devouring Attrition. My headshot build's Lingering Judgment. And then, last but not least, the Torrid. Burst Evo increases damage and makes multi-shot consume directly, but gives me plus 60% damage. Increases magazine and increases base crit. My build for it is just this. Not great, but not bad.